I tell ya, welcome back to the Brad Rach vlog. Honey, you really nailed it with Christmas gifts this year.
Thank you.
Except for, they just need to learn how to play nicely together and share. But for Christmas, the kids got, obviously they got this nugget. I don't know if it's obvious if they got it for Christmas, but obviously they have one. It's so multifunctional. I really doubted how multifunctional it is.
I want another one because they fight over it.
The only bad thing is they like constantly fight all the time. But anyway.
I have 4 kids, 4 boys.
Yeah.
And I think they have 3 nuggets. And so then they're like, they can do a lot more with them. Like when you have at least 2 sets of nuggets, there's even more things that you can do, obviously.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, awesome. I think when we build the new house, we'll have to get another one. The cabin's just too small for 2 of them,
but they can also serve as like a bed, like a squishy bed for naps or whatever if you have somebody sleep over.
Yeah, that's true.
We had something like that as kids that were more like the thin one, and it was a trifold thing, and we had a couple of them that we would make toys out of.
Like a tumbling mat?
Yeah, kind of, but between a tumbling mat and that.
So the other Christmas gift, when I got home today, it was raining pretty good, but the kids like begged me to go out and drive their Jeeps. So a short little video here. These guys don't care. Oh, bumper cars. These guys do not care if it's raining. They really wanted to get outside and get on their Jeep, so that's what we'll do. And I tried to talk them out of it, but you know, I'm not going to talk the kids out of wanting to go outside. That's for darn sure.
No, I saw a cool thing about how, like, you shouldn't discourage. Don't worry, I'll eat later. You shouldn't discourage them from going outside when it's cold or when it's dark or when it's raining, but you teach them to appreciate Mother Nature, like, at all of its stages.
That's good. So in a minute, we'll talk about your OB appointment.
I don't know if we still have it. Because that one wire was...
Oh yeah, I might have thrown it away. Yeah.
Lyndle, you guys don't mess it up. That took forever to put together. So my OB said that she was going to check my iron next appointment, which they are. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I'm definitely anemic. I'm eating ice all day long. And she's like, okay, so are you taking iron? I said, yeah. She said, just 1, and I said, yes. She said, let's bump it up to 2, and then we'll check your iron. And the only thing that we do differently is at some point we might do like an iron infusion.
Oh yeah.
If I'm low enough. I think before going into a C-section, if you're really low, it's kind of risky because you can lose a lot of blood during a C-section, and then it's even lower. So they don't want you to be below a certain point beforehand. It takes forever to get your iron levels up. So that'll be fun.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. What'd you say, Lyndle?
How did babies get in mommy's belly?
How did babies get in mommy's belly?
A doctor put them in there.
A doctor put them in there?
Mm-hmm.
But how to get the babies? How do you grow with babies?
How did we grow them?
Well, when a man loves a woman.
A little bit of mommy and a little bit of daddy came together.
And a little bit of wee wee. No, definitely not a little.
You got in my belly a different way than you do.
Is it hot here?
It's hot.
It feels a little hot here.
I'm gonna have to figure out the correct wording for this.
Drop a comment below when how you told your 4-year-olds how babies are made.
I think it's enough to say that just
A little bit of mommy, a little bit of
mommy
daddy.
and a little bit of daddy
Came together.
And
And a little bit of God. And a little bit of science.
I said with you.
And you guys came from both of us.
Well said. Well said.
Good morning. It is a
In the cow.
icy morning here. It was so strange. So the weather, like if you looked at the hour by hour forecast, the weather was gonna go from 55 to 33 between 2 and 3 in the morning. And it's been raining like for the last 12 hours probably. And now it's turned to ice. It's not snow, it's like ice pellets, literal ice pellets. So anyway, everything was wet when Brad left for work, got to work, and then they decided they were gonna shut down the office. And so now he's making his way back and he's stuck. He can't make it up a hill. And so I was just telling the kids that Daddy's stuck on D Road. He's about 3 miles away. So he could walk if he needed to and just leave the van there. But the kids are brainstorming some ideas of how we could get him home. Lyndle said, what can we do? We can call all the cars in town.
And then we could come with your car, and then we could help Daddy.
That's a good idea. That kind
Got in town.
of reminds me of Mr. Wrinkles. The elephant that gets stuck in the mud puddle. And he calls all of his friends from the jungle.
Yeah.
Like
We
Mr.
can do
Wrinkles.
that also.
Yeah.
No.
And everybody could push him.
Yeah, I can push him.
You could push him too?
Yeah.
We might have to put some warm clothes on. Yeah, you're definitely strong enough to push him. So they canceled the kids' school last night. I only work a half a day on Thursdays, just the afternoon. And I was like, gosh, I don't know if the weather's gonna be better or worse. Like it sounds like it's just gonna keep icing and then eventually snow. That's the worst combo because then you have snow on top of ice and it's gonna get really cold. It's gonna get down to 9 tonight. That ice is what's really treacherous when you're trying to drive. So we'll see what happens. I think since Brad got stuck on D Road, that makes up my mind for me that it's probably better for everybody if we just cancel clinic this afternoon. So that is our update this morning. Looks like we're having a snow day.
Funny story, it's Thursday. When I woke up, the temperature was probably like 34, 35. The roads had not started to ice over yet. I made it into clinic just fine. However, the last turn, like into clinic, was pretty dicey. And so I get into clinic, there's 2 other ladies there. We have a staff of like 8 other people. We call the office manager and she's like, yeah, the urgent care already shut down. The physical therapist already shut down. Let's just shut it down, reschedule patients. And so I'm like, okay, well, I'm headed home. I am 2.7 miles away from home and I cannot make it up this hill. Dang it. So it's a pretty steep hill and a snowplow literally just went by. So like, as soon as I parked, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna call Rachel and I'll probably just end up walking home. But anyway, so I called I was gearing up to call Rachel and then I see the plow going by. And so I'm really hopeful that he's gonna turn around and then go up the hill, have some salt or some gravel so that I can make it home and not have to walk home in this nasty weather. So I'll keep you updated. Funny story. Our neighbor, Nora, just pulled in right where I pulled in. She has the same exact problem, obviously. Luckily, her husband has a 4-wheel drive truck. And so if we just walk up to the top of this hill, he's gonna come pick us up. Because this is like the last big hill before home. So I'm walking up here just to make sure that we can make it. Because Nora, she's not elderly, but she's close to 60, so she's not that old. So I wanted to make sure that she could make it up the hill. Must have four-wheel drive. Lucky. So Nora, while I have you out here, what do you use for your dryer sheets?
Mine?
Yeah, because your laundry smells really good.
Oh God.
What do you use?
I use Dawn.
Okay.
I mean Downy.
Downy? Okay. Yeah, whatever it is, whenever I walk by, it smells really good. Made it! Thank God he had four-wheel drive. With four-wheel drive, he really didn't struggle at all coming up those big hills. And I actually hear someone, yeah, another four-wheel drive truck driving by the highway right now. So, yeah, it's times like these where I miss my GMC truck. But, hey, this time in my life, I need a minivan. Looks like a gorgeous, warm and cozy cabin in the woods.
How was your adventure?
Well, I vlogged it all.
Okay.
So it's here.
Okay.
It was kind of fun.
Was it?
I mean, it ended up being great, obviously.
Yeah.
Except for the car is about 2.7 miles down the road.
Right.
I had to get here.
The neighbor picked me up. Can you believe it? Thank God he has a four-wheel drive truck, right?
No joke. Did you get his number from? Did you call him?
Nora. Nora pulled up behind me.
She did?
Yes.
She recognized your car?
Well, no. I mean, she pulled up behind me because she couldn't get up the hill.
Oh.
I recognized her car. I'm like, that's Nora. Yes. Her husband has a four-wheel drive truck.
Oh my gosh.
Right. So she pulled off right behind me, and I get out. She's like, Dr. Brad, it's you.
Oh my gosh, how funny.
And she was on the phone with her husband, and she's like, my husband's coming to pick us up.
That's so awesome.
I know, but we still had to walk, you know, quite a. And she is.
He didn't come down the hill that you were stuck down.
Exactly. What, Bear?
Do you have the remote?
Oh yeah, I can turn that off for you, buddy.
Well,
Yeah.
where's that?
But poor Nora has COPD,
Yeah.
so she like literally had to do her inhaler twice.
Oh my gosh.
And I
Wow.
was getting prepared to.
Carrier.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I carried a purse for her.
That was really sweet of you. I'm really glad you came home.
Yeah, me too.